Well, it's kind of weird becoming an owner of a team during COVID, okay? Because everything is either by Zoom or by phone call, not a lot of personal interaction. Like normally I'd be down at the stadium, I'd be down in the offices. And so, it's a little bit tougher to integrate into the way it actually is, given the situation we're in today. Saying that, it's only been 6 weeks, and I think I've accomplished a lot in a relatively short period of time. And it's really about building the management team, getting the right coaches and baseball personnel in, so that get the right technology and commit to that. So there's a lot of rebuilding going on. It doesn't happen, right away. It takes time. Well, what I would describe, I would hope the Mets way is constantly adapting to new information, new techniques. So we're teaching our players, and we have coaching and resources that are using whatever is available today to maximize performance. And so I view the Mets way as being adaptable, learning, curious, experimenting, and then applying what we learn, so that using data and analytics, so that we apply what we learned in a consistent way. These decisions on players, they're not easy. And they're really not easy. I mean, because like I was explaining before, you have lots of different inputs that you need to figure out exactly, there's a short term, there's a long term, there's an unpredictability about who you're trying to get. You're basing on as much information you can get, but let's take last year. The season was only 60 games. Is that a representative sample of what a player can do? Maybe, maybe not. So, it makes these decisions tough. And so I got a lot of respect for our baseball people, maybe that's why I pass it on to them, because, it's their responsibility. They'll make the decision. It's my job to approve. They let me know what they're going to do, but, my job is just to allocate the resources, the money to deals. And unless I really think they're not seeing it straight, and they do. These are professionals. I leave it to them to make those decisions, but they're hard decisions. We want it to be a celebration of, the greatest Met ever. And so we'll do it when we can all congregate back at Citi Field at a ball game at a date that the family, approves of. And we're looking forward to honoring the greatest Met ever.
Do you have a commitment from Nancy and his daughters yet as to whether or not they'll attend?
I believe that's what they want. Okay.
Right.
I don't know whether they're going to attend, but I know they want a day like this. That's the point of going to the ballpark, be with other people, share an experience together. When it's an empty ballpark and you're watching from home, it doesn't have the same feel, the crowd, the excitement. I applaud baseball for getting 60 games in a very tough situation, but it's not optimal, and baseball knows it. In fact, all the sports, they know that, and they want to get back with, getting back to a normal season with crowds, and the sooner we can do that, and I actually think, in some respect, being in this situation will make us all appreciate going to the ballpark and spending our lives and socializing with people. And I actually think once we come out of this, we'll see a lot more. People actually want to do a lot more than that than they normally do. And so I actually think the ballpark's going to be a very exciting place to be. And we have a playoff caliber team, and that we've improved our performance in a significant way this year. I think we have a lot of good players already. We brought in a few more. I'm hopeful we'll bring in others, and so I would expect a significant step up in performance. I'd be disappointed if we didn't step up in performance. Listen, I can't predict injuries. I can't predict a lot of things. All I can do is provide hopefully the best the resources to create the best roster we can. And then success looks like, what do we do in our farm system? Did we scout better? Did we draft better? Did we, are people progressing through the organization? So when we look out over multiple years, we can start to see like, wow, look who's coming up. Mm-hmm. And so, that, as you said before, fans get excited, when players come up through the farm system, and having that kind of exciting talent coming up is part of creating this brand that is, one of the best brands in baseball.